Welcome back, you guys. This is part 2 of my clean with me and fridge organization, and we are going to just jump right in. I'm showing you guys the state of my kitchen. I always like to show you guys kind of what my house looks like and what I'm dealing with while I'm doing these videos, so that's why I always give you guys a good overview. So I want you to know that messes and clutter and disarray is very normal, so you are not alone. Anyways, I wanted to jump right into this and start our video off with just showing you my house and what I was dealing with on this day. And this is a continuation of part 1 of my video, which will be linked in the comments below, and I will also put it on the screen at the end of my video so you can check it out if you missed it. But in this video, we are completely diving into my fridge now. I've put away all my groceries and everything, and now we are going to dive into this fridge. Look at this crazy mess. It was just chaos in my fridge. There was no rhyme or reason to anything. There was stuff rotting in there, literally rotting. Leftovers and things that had needed to be thrown away weeks ago, and I'm just going through and getting everything clean. So if you need some motivation for cleaning out your fridge, this is your video, guys. Stick with me till the end. It is such a satisfying before and after. I will go ahead and let you know this is not a home edit like I've talked about with my pantry videos. If you haven't seen my pantry video, I just make it realistic and functional for my family. I don't have a ton of containers and it's not color coded, but it functions and it works. And this right here was not working. There's a good after shot right there. So I just make it realistic. I didn't go buy anything fancy. I love organization and organizational tools and tubs and things like that, but that's just not where I'm at right now. I have plastic Tupperware that I use, and it just works for us. So I wasn't going to go and buy a bunch of new things and products to make it look super appealing to the eye, but I did get it cleaned out, wiped down, and just functioning and organized for our family. So let's go ahead, guys, and let's dive in. So this drawer was so gross, y'all. I don't even know how it got so bad. It was just there were so many of these peppers, and there were some tomatoes and stuff from my husband's garden that hadn't gotten used. It was disgusting. I don't even think this video accurately portrays it was so gross. It didn't smell, but oh my gosh, it was just rotting and laying there. It was just disgusting. So that was by far probably my grossest drawer. And then of course the Pedialyte spill that you're going to see here in a little bit was pretty bad too. It was a sticky, nasty mess, but look at all of those rotting peppers and tomatoes. So this is your friendly reminder. Go check your produce and go clean out your fridge, guys, so you don't have a rotten mess to deal with like I did. and clean your fridge. Oh my gosh, y'all. I had no idea this was under there. I think this is when I had some Pedialyte leak out. Look at that. Disgusting. Like I said, it gets worse before it gets better. My next step after I get everything out of the fridge, as you see here, is I was going to clean all of the drawers, get them nice and clean, and then I was letting that power wash, that Dawn power wash, sit for a while with the Pedialyte because that was so sticky and caked on there, and it had been there for quite some time and I had no idea. So I was cleaning out all my drawers. You will see in a minute I get the big drawer and I'm cleaning it out, and just a little heads up, if you get them, too much water towards the front of the drawers, they start leaking out because obviously they're not like made to be submerged in water, and I had water going over my sink, down my cabinets. It was quite the little mess. So just note to self, be careful when you're washing those out that you don't get water going down your cabinets and running out your sink like I did, as I was trying to quickly get this done so I could get everything back in my fridge. Friends, this is everything out of my fridge. And also, tell me you're a nursing mother without telling me you're a nursing mother. Things you find in your fridge. Left over from the newborn days, now 8 months into our nursing journey. Anyways, all right, so as I pulled stuff out, I kind of tried to group it like drinks. Now, these are all kind of leftovers. They need to be investigated because I think some of them are bad. This is leftover lunch from after church, so that is gonna be my kids' dinner because that's the kind of night it's gonna be. Just a bunch of stuff. Y'all saw me throw out all of the bad peppers. Oh, forgot these. The rotten tomatoes. I mean, yikes. I ate one of them, looks like. They got used. Bad onion. Here's the rest of my produce and just a little, doesn't look like a whole lot really once you pull it out, but I've cleaned out the drawers over here, and then I'm gonna move on into wiping down the rest. And here's all my cheeses and meats. And now I'm going to go ahead and wipe down all the surfaces in here and try to get that up. Actually, I had forgotten that was in there already. So I'm going to tackle that next. guys, I've got my little helper. He's up from his nap. Say hi. So we're gonna keep plugging along and see if we can finish getting this cleaned out. Then I have to do the side shelves too. So we'll keep going. This is how we have to do it as mamas. So let's get going. My sweet little helper, he had his eyes on those little teethers in the side shelves and then the butter. He wanted that butter so bad, and he finally got his hands wrapped around it. It was so cute. So as I continued to wipe down my fridge, I found more Pedialyte. That stuff had gotten in even these little crevices where the drawers were. So I just went in with a disinfecting wipe just to try and get this out. That stuff was everywhere. As I'm putting everything back, I just think about how my family uses the fridge and the things we don't use as often or need to get to as often I put in the back. And then down in my drawer, I always put meats on one side and cheeses on the other. And that's kind of the way I organize our fridge. And then the next thing I was doing was going through all the leftovers and pulling out anything that was bad, questionable, and making sure that got disposed of, because I knew I did not need to put all of these containers back inside my fridge because some of those things had been in there for a while. So I was going through all of my leftovers and then putting back in what I needed, and then I was going to tackle the shelves after that. For me, it was a little more overwhelming to pull every single thing out, even the shelf items. So I did those last and did the main compartment of my refrigerator first. That's what really works for me, is to do it little pieces at a time so that I do not overwhelm myself. How many packages of Parmesan and red pepper does one need, you might ask? Well, I don't know, but we have plenty if you ever need any. We have family Friday nights are our family's pizza night and movie night, and so we order pizza most Fridays, or we'll cook one at home, and we seem to accumulate an exponential amount of Parmesan and red pepper from our pizza. So I was going through and organizing that into plastic baggies so that it wasn't just all over the place, because it was all over the place before I organized it. So that's what I was going through and doing here, was organizing all the sauces and condiments and throwing out a lot of them that I just did not need to be holding on to. They were not getting used by our family, so I got rid of a bunch. Guys, we are wrapping up this video. I wanted to show you guys a lot of before and afters, just to show you, even though this isn't a huge transformation with lots of flashy containers and things like that, it was a big transformation for functioning and being organized, and us being able to see what was in the fridge and use what we have so things don't go bad. So I just show you a lot of different angles and just how far the fridge came. It was such a satisfying transformation for me, and it felt so good to get our family's fridge in order, because this is one of the things we use constantly all day long. So I hope you got so much motivation from this video. I hope it inspired you to go clean your fridge out or tackle that project for your family. If you like this video, guys, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out tremendously. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification so you get notified every time I put out new content. And if you enjoyed this video, I encourage you, if you haven't already, go watch my pantry organization video that I will have on the screen at the end. It is such a good, inspiring, realistic pantry organization for those of you like me who may not have the money or the time or want to go buy a bunch of new containers. You want to use what you have at home. My pantry organization is really a good motivator and a good example of not having to spend money but still getting your family organized and your spaces organized in your home. I have a ton of new content coming for you guys this year. I am getting my house in order and organized and decluttered, and I'm bringing you guys along. So stay tuned, guys, and until next time, take care.
Where are you going? I am moving, sister.